It's 8:09, 61 degrees at Wall Radio, and we say welcome and welcome back to our guest in the studio. Wayne Miele is here to talk about what's going on at Goshen Historic Track. Wayne.
How are we doing this morning, Kate?
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you for having me here this morning.
Yes, you're a good spokesman for the
we have
track.
a lot of stuff going on in this weekend and then in 2 weeks. So I'd like to let me jump right in with the logistics of the Goshen track. Is right there, smack dab, right in the middle of the town of Goshen.
Yep.
A lot of people have lived there their whole lives.
The village of Goshen.
In the village of Goshen.
Yep.
A lot of people have lived there their whole lives and don't even know that the track is there. But it's right behind the museum. So I implore people to go and check it out once. You'll be hooked. You'll keep coming back. It's a lot of fun. And they have very competitive racing going on.
And usually there's only racing one weekend a year.
Usually 4th of July. Yes.
This is the world's oldest active harness racing track. And they hold races once a year to keep it active and to keep that title. But this year there's a second weekend of racing, and that's what you're here to talk about.
Yes, the New York State County Fair Series raced. The first race was on July 5th in Goshen, the first race for this year. And then at each county fair around the whole state, races were held. You had to qualify for points to be eligible to race on Sunday.
Okay. So it's the best of the best coming Sunday.
There will be 8 races that day, and they all have 8-horse fields, which is a full field. Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. I mean, I never was into horse racing prior to getting involved with the Goshen Historic Track, and it's very interesting, and it's a lot of fun.
Do they actually really say, and they're off every time?
I don't know, because where I sit at the gate, I can't hear it.
Okay.
The only thing I can hear is the bugle blowing, the start
charge. Yeah.
That's the only thing that I can hear.
Okay.
And but it's amazing to me. The track has been there since 1838. This is the 114th race season there. It's the county fair finals, which is just awarded to a different track every single year.
Okay, that's why it hasn't
Goshen
been here before. Okay.
Correct. Goshen has it this year. Like I said, there'll be 8 races with 8 full fields of horses. The Maxwell's Food and Bar area will be open for that day. The auxiliary will have their Wheel of Chance and a souvenir table with stuff available. And they also have big goings on at the Goshen track. They applied for a grant to redo the surface of the track.
You know, that is one of the if you just go look at it, I don't know anything about horse racing or tracks or anything, but it looks like the most well-kept track I've ever seen. And they're going to even improve it more?
They're going to improve it. They got a grant from the Agricultural and New York State Horse Breeding Development Fund. The grant is for approximately $34,000. What they're going to do is bank the turns slightly towards the outer edge, which involves digging up footings, retaining walls and stuff.
Okay.
But it will make it better for the horses and, of course, the horse owners. That helps them out.
So this Sunday is the New York County Fair Series. What time?
The gates open at 11. Post time is 1 o'clock, which means the first race goes off at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
It's not a long day because they go through the program. They're very efficient, and they go through the races. It's really a fun afternoon.
Yeah. Okay. And there is an admission fee.
The fee to get in,
but it's practically nothing.
It's $7, which is actually a donation.
Okay.
and the there's no parking except for handicap parking on premises, but it's on a Sunday. There's parking on the street, right,
Okay.
Route 207, or at the government center right across the street.
Lots of room across the
yes.
street. Yes.
So I mean, it's rain or shine. The only thing that would delay the races is thunder and lightning. But
Okay.
but rain, the grandstands are covered.
Well, Mike Spiel just said that we may get some rain in the morning on Sunday, but the rest of the day looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's keep our fingers crossed
Yes,
for that.
exactly.
Now, these are the kinds of horse races where the driver sits in a sulky behind
Correct.
the horse. He doesn't ride on top of the
Right.
horse, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And the difference at Goshen Historic Track, there's no betting, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The family that donated the property made it. It's a long time now. I don't remember exactly how long, but if you're big with Goshen, and the Great American Weekend started when they stopped the gambling at the track.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you go, it's very interesting. Underneath the grandstands, they still have the windows where you used to go and place your bets. Everything is made out of wood.
Uh-huh.
So it's been a while, but
Sure.
so there's other things, it's really like locked in time there.
It really is. Yeah.
Linda and Jill that work in the office are awesome people to deal with.
Yes, they are.
They couldn't be friendlier. They can answer any question you have, and they set up all the entries and they coordinate all of that. There'll be a program, which a lot of people, I work at the gate on race days.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people ask, well, how much is a program? Because at other tracks, you have to pay for a program. At the Goshen Historic Track, the programs are free.
The program is part of your entry.
Exactly.
Okay. $7.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wonderful.
Mhm.
That's this Sunday, September 1st. The New York County Fair Series comes to Goshen Historic Track right there on Main Street in the village of Goshen. So you can look it up on their website, goshenhistorictrack.com. And we're going to hear more from you, Wayne, in just a moment. We got to take a quick break at Wall Radio. 819, 61 degrees at Wall Radio. And yeah, we're going to talk again about the Workplace of the Month winner in just a few minutes. But for right now, we're talking with Wayne Miele from Goshen Historic Track. Well, actually, you're from the Orange County Volunteer Fire Police, and you
Correct.
are also a volunteer with Goshen Historic Track. And you're not microphone shy.
No, not at all.
So that's why you're welcome to come here.
Yeah.
So now, you've got the racing this Sunday,
Correct.
but you've also got some events coming up in 2 more weeks.
On Sunday, the 15th of September,
Mhm.
we are having our second annual Junk in the Trunk and Crafters Community Sale.
So it's like a rolling yard sale?
Exactly. The advantage is right now we have 160 people reserved spots.
Wow.
So it's like going to 160 yard sales
All at one neighborhood.
within a 5/8 of mile area.
Wow. Okay.
It's
Cool.
Last year turned out it was something that the auxiliary came up with to try and raise some money, and it was fantastic. I don't remember, there was a lot last year, about probably more than halfway around the track
Okay.
was there were people there.
Yep.
So if you know the size of the Goshen track, it's a lot of people
That's
selling
a lot of
stuff.
individual yard sales.
Yes.
And now, does it cost anything to get in?
It's free to walk in,
Oh, it's free to shop. Okay.
free to shop.
What if I want to sell stuff?
If you want to sell
if
stuff,
I have junk in the trunk of my
right
car?
now, yesterday was the last day for the $20, but so now it would be $30 a late to get in
Okay.
late.
Okay.
It's open to the public from 10 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The vendors, if you're going to take a spot, you have to be there by 9:45. We'll open the gates at 8:30. You go in through the back side of the track, which is on, the name of the road is Parkway.
Yes.
That's where you go in, and then there'll be people there guiding you. If you have a bunch of people that want to park next to each other, you all have to go in at the same time.
Of course.
We
you
can't hold spots.
Yeah, no, can't do that.
Yeah.
So this is September 15th, the Junk in the Trunk, plus crafters, it says. So I guess there's vendors selling things that people
there
make.
is.
That's fun.
Last year there was, and everybody that I spoke to that was selling stuff was very happy because of the amount of people that came through buying.
Okay. And it says here on the flyer that there will be food trucks there, so you can have some refreshments or have lunch
there
too.
There will be 6 food trucks with covering everything from barbecue stuff right down to kettle corn. So, there's Mike's Smoking Bites, Susie Q, which is ice cream and cookies, Baby Dolls, which is burgers, dogs, sausage and peppers, chicken fingers, and zucchini sticks, Callie's Coffee, which is self-explanatory, Boo's Kettle Corn, and La Polla Empanadas.
Ooh, empanadas.
So it's
okay.
they'll be
lots of
spread
stuff.
out.
Lots of stuff going on at Goshen Historic Track, but immediately we've got this coming Sunday.
The racing, and I can't impress upon people enough. It's a fantastic facility to go. You can sit in, if it's bright sunshine, you sit in the shade in the grandstands, and if it rains, you're sitting in under the grandstand roof, so you don't get wet.
Can't go wrong.
It really is a fun day. There's food and drinks available under the back of the grandstands, and if you happen to go back there, like I said earlier, check out the ambiance of the past is what it boils down to.
Yes.
Because they've been there since 1838.
Yep.
114th season.
And when they come in at the gate and pay their $7 admission fee, they should say, "Hi, Wayne, I heard you on Wall Radio."
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people when I start talking, they recognize my voice and they say, "Were you on Wall Radio?" And I say, "Yes, I was."
Oh, isn't that cool?
And it really is a great place. Like I said, Linda and Jill run the office. Eddie does the maintenance on the track with his crew. It's a top-notch facility.
It looks it. You can tell, yeah.
The track surface is...
It's perfect. You can use the word perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it really is perfect. And whenever they start doing the upgrades, it will be even better.
Yeah, better
so,
than perfect. Wow. So we do invite everyone to come out to Goshen Historic Track this Sunday. That's September 1st. September 1st. Wow. 11 a.m. is when gates open. Post time, 1 o'clock. So there will be live horse racing, 2- and 3-year-old New York bred standardbred horses.
Yes.
The New York County Fair Series this Sunday at Goshen Historic Track.
Yeah. And this, like you said earlier, is the best of the best because they had to get to Goshen on Sunday, they had to qualify throughout the county fair series.
All around the state.
Around the whole state at every county fair, which started in Goshen on July 5th. So, I mean, it's impressive when you think about it. New York State is pretty big, and there's a lot of county fairs.
Yes.
So, the people that did make it into the racing that day, they can be proud of their accomplishments.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Always glad. And a wave to everybody in the office at Goshen Historic Track. I'll have to stop in and see you soon. They're on Main Street in Goshen. Wayne, I will try to stop by and see you there on Sunday.
I'm at the museum gate.
Okay.
That's my spot for every event. So anybody that wants to stop by, stop and say hello. So it's like I said, it's a nice day out in a family atmosphere.
And Junk in the Trunk, uh, 160 some
Yeah.
individual yard sales.
And there's still 2 more weeks of people. While I was there on
Could
Wednesday,
be more. Yeah.
4 or 5 people came in and reserved spots.
Is that also?
So-
Oh, that one has a rain date, just in case. I was
Yes.
going to ask if it was rain or shine. Rain date would be the following Sunday, September 22nd. So
Yes.
keep your fingers crossed. And for details on that, people can email Goshen Historic Track Auxiliary. You do have to learn to spell auxiliary at gmail.com.
Yep.
Wayne, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you very much for having me.
We are delighted. It's 8:26 at Wall Radio. Going to slip in a song before the news. It's CeCe Peniston, and finally, Wall Radio.